Hello everyone, this is Minjong. Welcome to today's market analysis for the S&P 500 E-minis futures. That's for the session of 22nd of June. In this video, I am going to show you the market recap on the last session, plus potential trade review in the M3 timeframe, which I will cover the entry, exits, and the rationale behind. And going forward, I will definitely cover the bias, key levels to pay attention to, and also the potential setup for the session later. And let's just get started. And you can see that in this S&P 500 E-minis futures, last Friday was a bearish day. And I think last Friday was a bit different because there is a change in the structure and also the volume signature as well. So I consider this as a weakness. So let me elaborate a little bit further because you can see that the spread of the bar here, the candle here, is slightly bigger. And also there is a commitment just below, slightly below this swing low here. And together with the increasing of the volume, you can see that's compared to the past few days, Friday's volume was definitely higher. And if you dive into H1, which I'm going to show you, you can see that we have a sell-off since the US opening, and it's getting more intense at about 12 o'clock. You can see that the volume picking up here, but there was a demand tail, which is not too bad. But subsequently, we have a follow-through by continuous selling, and we only see a rebound happen at 2 a.m. my time. And eventually it closed at the low here. And just after the 3 a.m. here, we have seen another last hour sell-off here, but with slightly lower volume. And you can see that this whole move down is definitely different from any other move down that we have ever seen. Probably apart from this move down here, which is a bit different because this is a automatic reaction up from this buying climax here. So subsequently we have formed a range. So this is a buying climax, automatic reaction, secondary test, and eventually we just consolidate within this trading range with a tight range on the 18 and the 19 as well. But on 20, which was I think 18, 17 and 18 was a consolidating day with tight range. But last Friday, the 19, we have seen a reaction and sell off here. So I think this is slightly different from what we have seen in the past in these few days. So my bias actually changed it to be bearish, because I think we can't really have a further up move and break out from this range. And if you look at this maybe daily chart here, you can see that so we have a sell-off. So this is the buying climax, subsequently followed by automatic reaction. And this selling bar here is very significant. And so far from the bottom all the way to around 3160. So this recovery move wasn't able to overcome this supply bar here. So this is definitely providing some kind of the resistance for this whole up move. And eventually we see that there is a deterioration of the demand within this range. And eventually on a Friday, we see the supply emerging and followed by a sell-off. So currently, since the Tokyo session, Asian session, through the London European session, we see that there is a recovery move after the gap down, a quick recovery. But so far, we didn't really committed to above like the 3100. So what I actually expect is probably this is just a move to just barely test the last hour selling bar here. So this is the last hour selling bar 3085 to around 3100. So this move merely is a sign of weakness and followed by an inability to rally up. So this move, the rally move, is to be confirmed. So far it is still developing. So in order to confirm this as a side of weakness, then we definitely would like to see that this rally is a mediocre rally and wouldn't be able to commit above the last hour bar 30, about 3105 here. So basically it's just a test of this last hour bar. So we'll just have to see how this rally develop in order to confirm the scenario of sign of weakness here. All right, so let me dive into the M3 time frame to see there's a potential trade reviews, because on last Friday I just didn't have any trade. So you can see that in my video last Friday, I did talk about a potential either long or short scenario, because I'm kind of neutral within this trading range from 3060 to around 3160. So pretty much it's a ranging market, ranging environments for these few days. But you can see that prior to the US opening, we have seen the S&P 500 just slowly climb up in the afternoon session, which is the European London session. And eventually at the US opening, we see the kind of like overthrow overbought situation, and together with a bit of the uptrust for this localized structure, and followed by a move down. You can see that it's not really a sell down or a strong momentum down move. In fact, it's just like a grinding down. So, and it actually happened kind of like not really reaching my desired level, because I talk about a possible short entry or short scenario if it can just rally up to around 3160 or somewhere around there, near there. But I think this level 3145 is a little bit far, and it's not even uptrust this swing high here, 3146. So I just reluctant to take the short entry. But for some traders, some of the aggressive type traders, then I think you can definitely find some setup here. One of the easier trade could be like showing this kind of the rejection, and followed by a localized breakdown of this small structure. So you can see that just right after the overbought overthrow scenario, and we have a down move, break down this localized structure, followed by a test, and just stay there for a while, and eventually a bit of the down move, and kind of like a staircase move, a breakdown, consolidate, breakdown, consolidate, breakdown. And the real sell-off actually happened at 12, and it's reflected in the volume signature as well. You can see that there's a strong volume pickup here, strong supply level, followed by a strong down momentum move down here. And this actually corresponds to, I think this is the day high, previous day high, which I have marked already. So you can see the quick and sharp move to break below the day high, and followed by a test of the day low here. You can see that there was some kind of the demand emerge, but the demand didn't really show the very aggressive demand to push the price up. In fact, it just barely acted as a test of this sell down move, and eventually the market just dripped down further. So basically, I think for some traders, then definitely you can maybe short upon a breakout trade here, and maybe take some profit at a support and wait for to see any kind of the strong movement down. So I think, yeah, some traders could just have a very profitable trade here for a short entry. Um, but going forward, I think we should see some weakness, because as I mentioned previously, this kind of the sell off together with the increasing volume, and especially if you look at the H1, we see that there is a increasing volume or increasing supply during the sell off as well. So definitely we haven't seen it anywhere else. So this is definitely something different. It's a change of behavior, I would say. So if my assumption was like to treat this down move as a sign of weakness, so what I would like to see is just an inability to rally up. So this move up here, I would like to see some kind of a rejection after a test of the last hour bar here. Then I think it will become a great short entry to write it down here. So going forward, I think my bias for day trading is go down, bearish for today. But so far for long-term position, I think if you look at the daily time frame, then definitely nothing's changed. We're still in an uptrend, pretty straightforward uptrend. Then definitely is up. But for day trading, I think we probably could see some kind of the weakness ahead and have a down move to test the swing low here. Maybe I think at around 2980 to about 3000 could see some kind of the support form. If this support break or broken, then definitely is a swing low 2930. And for immediate resistance, I think the last hour bar here, 3085 to around 3105, that should provide some kind of the resistance. And definitely you see that currently the price bump into the last hour bar acted as a test and it's still unfolding. Not sure. We just need to wait and see how the price actually develop from here on. So I think for the potential short setup, which I already mentioned, definitely is a test of the last hour bar at 3085 to around 3105. Then it could form a good short entry and to ride the trend down. Let me show you this. So far we have a rally up to test this last hour bar. And if it shows some rejection, then I think we could probably initiate a short entry depending on the volume level or the supply level. Then I think the first target for the short entry definitely is around 3000 to 2980. So it's somewhere around there, 3000 to 2980, which I think also in line with the acceleration move up here. So it come back as a test of this swing low together with the acceleration up move. So that's pretty much it. So I talk about the bias, the key levels, and also the potential setup. I think so far wasn't that bearish because I think it's pretty normal to see this kind of the situation, especially if you look at a bigger picture in a H4 time frame. So this is the up move, climatic run up from a buying climax followed by an automatic reaction. So which forms the trading range from 2930 to around 3230. And subsequently, this is the secondary test. And the secondary test actually just bumped into the selling area here. So this is a sell zone and it can't really penetrate through and test it further. Then I think we should see another test of the swing low here. So pretty much it's still consolidating within this trading range from 2930 to around 3230. So it's not that threatening so far. And let's just see how it will unfold. Alright, so hope you enjoyed this video, and if you like it, just click like and also hover to my name or also the picture to follow me. Do remember to subscribe to my channel so that you get instant notification of my future videos. So as usual, if you have any kind of the comments, suggestions, or trade ideas you would like to share with me or like me to have a look, feel free to leave it in the comment section. I will definitely reply to you. Thanks for watching and I will talk to you soon. Bye bye.